Hey guys, what's going on? It's another beautiful day in Vegas, and today I'm taking you to this Polish restaurant called Pierogi Village in Summerlin, Las Vegas. I pretty much never see a restaurant get 5 out of 5 stars, so this restaurant gotta be good. It's a tiny spot just tucked away in the middle of this large shopping center. Here's a look at their hours. They close really early actually, around 6 p.m. on most days. As soon as you walk in, it feels like you just walked in someone's home in Poland. It's very cozy inside and has an Eastern European flair to it. It definitely makes you feel like you're in a Polish village. This is a small family-owned business. They opened in the winter of 2019, right before the pandemic hit, but luckily they were able to survive through all of that mess. The owner was extremely kind as well and greeted me as soon as I walked in. And she was pretty much running the entire show too. She was taking orders, bringing out the food to people, and bussing tables. Here's a look at their menu. They have a variety of different Polish dishes, and I believe most things are made from scratch here. We're definitely gonna have to try out those pierogies. No whiners allowed in here. You definitely ain't gonna catch me whining. They have all these different Polish sauces and condiments. On the left we have a horseradish mustard, and in the middle is a Polish ketchup, and on the right is a Nord Delikat sauce, which is basically like a salty soy sauce. It was my first time trying Polish ketchup, and I think it did taste a little bit different from our regular ketchup. I think it might be because they use real sugar in this instead of high fructose corn syrup that's usually in our ketchups. I don't normally order alcohol, but I had to try out this Polish beer. It says it's the #1 premium beer of Poland. Let's see how good it tastes. I believe they pronounce this like Zywiec, but I'm probably butchering that. I also learned the Polish word for cheers is na zdrowie, which literally means to health, and I definitely wish everyone watching this good health and happiness. This tasted just like Bud Light, like almost the same as Bud Light. They had some kind of like Polish disco music playing in the background too. I wanted to try a little bit of everything, so I ordered the 10 Pierogi Sampler for $12.99, and you're able to choose 5 different flavors with 2 pieces for each flavor. I ordered the duck with that brown plum sauce on the side, the meat, the potato and cheese, the sausage, and the chicken and mushroom that comes with that white garlic dill dipping sauce. And there's some dill and fried diced onions on top of the pierogies. I talked to the owner about how I ate pierogies at Martha Stewart's restaurant recently, and she told me that Martha Stewart was actually of Polish descent. I had no idea that Martha Stewart was Polish, but that makes sense since her pierogi recipe was passed down to her from her grandmother. The pierogies that I ate here compared to Martha Stewart has a much thicker dumpling skin, and there's also no brown butter sauce. But the filling for the potato and cheese one here tasted pretty similar to the Martha Stewart one. And the meat ones were so packed full of meat and flavor, they were really well seasoned too. It was really savory and a little bit peppery. These dumpling skins taste very similar to homemade Chinese dumplings too. And it kind of feels like I'm in a Polish friend's house and their grandmother made me these home-cooked pierogies for dinner. The plum sauce was nice and sweet, and you can see very tiny pieces of plum skin still in there. This potato and cheese one had a sharp cheddar cheese flavor to it, and the potatoes were super fluffy. I think these ones were my favorite out of them all. I'm not sure if these dumplings are steamed or boiled, but the skin is tender but somewhat firm with a nice slight chewiness to it. All the pierogies were quite good, but since they were all mixed in here, it was kinda hard to tell which one was which. I could tell the potato one apart, but all the meat ones blended in with each other. If I tried hard to focus on the taste, I could sorta tell, but the meat ones all seemed to have the same type of flavor and spices. All the meats were shredded up the same way inside too, so the textures were the exact same. The chicken and mushroom and the sausage were the easiest ones to tell apart. The chicken one, you can see there's tiny bits of black mushroom inside, and this one tasted like there was a slight curry flavor almost. And the sausage one has that distinct sausage taste to it. The duck and the meat ones were the most similar. I'm not sure what kind of meat they used for the meat filling, but I assume it was beef. Next, I ordered the Polish sausage sandwich for $11.99. This comes with some caramelized onions and sauerkraut on top. This had a really nicely toasted and crusty bun. It was fresh bread with no hint of staleness at all. And the sandwich was a good size, much bigger than my entire hand. The sausage was warm and savory, and the sauerkraut added a layer of sourness to it, while the caramelized onions added a layer of slight sweetness. It was a pretty good sandwich. And finally, for dessert, I ordered the apple pie for $7.50. It came with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream drizzled with some chocolate and caramel sauce and some powdered sugar on top. The ice cream was nice and creamy, and the apples had a great cinnamon taste to it. The crust really had the texture and taste of bread pudding. It was not crispy like you usually see in apple pies, but it was quite soft. Overall, I had a good time here. The owner was nice and polite, and the pierogies tasted great and homemade. In fact, the pierogies were so good, I had to order another 20 pierogies to go for later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you want more Vegas videos, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think of Pierogi Village in Las Vegas.